Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to a Pro 1v1 match. Realized I hadn't made many videos recently. Everything's been pretty much live streams or then live stream highlights, which hopefully have been keeping you entertained, but we need to sometimes vary things a little bit and go back to the 1v1 pro matches and do some regular commentary. So we got a good one here today between Fargo and SiZe. We're on Snowy Drought v4. Down in the south, we have Big SiZe with the China Infantry, and he is playing with the orange color. I believe this is quite a fresh replay, probably the last, I'm going to say 1 or 2 months to cover myself. Not going to say the last couple of days. And then up in the north, we have Fargo with the blue, and he is also playing with the China Infantry. I've never seen this replay before. I've literally just downloaded it. Did hear it was good. Usually if a replay gets posted and touted as a good replay, then usually it is. So both players going for a airfield pretty early on. SiZe always actually does this exact same build order and infantry mirror. He will always do war factory barracks and then a very fast airfield in the back. It's because it's an all-round solid builder. He's got 2 perfect supplies, as you would expect from a player of SiZe's level. And Fargo going for a slightly different build order. He's going for a forward barracks and then a couple of tank hunters forward. So he's just doing a bit of a scout to see what SiZe is doing. But if you've ever watched SiZe, like if you know anything about his infantry mirror, he's always doing the same thing, which is war factory barracks and then into straight MiGs, basically. Yeah, MiGs actually also from Fargo, but Fargo's build has got himself 3 supplies. So if he is able to hold this here, I do actually think a straight MiG build is good. If you execute it perfectly, I think it's actually a stronger build than what SiZe has done. Fargo's got 42 XP there. I don't think you actually get the kill. Sorry, you don't get the XP for killing an outpost. You only get the XP for the 2 kills inside, so the 2 tank hunters. So we got about 21 XP for both of them. Probably another reason why infantry is considered the strongest of the China factions. You can basically make a mini battle bus straight away, which is the outpost, but then also if the enemy kills the outpost, they don't get any XP from it, and then they're getting very few XP for each infantry kill inside of it. So yeah, SiZe has gone for the capture upgrade pretty quickly, actually. Tank hunter here from Fargo has been found out. This bunker here has been shut down. It's Fargo now with some MiGs in the air. Is he control grouping these? No, he's just selecting them manually, it looks like. There's a few minigunners there at Big SiZe, and Big SiZe is sending these minigunners through. Little fun fact about these minigunners, by the way, is that they're harder to crush than normal infantry soldiers, like a ranger or a rebel or anything like that. Something to do with the game's code is that you have to hit the perfect center, the geometrical center of the minigunners in order to be able to crush them. Often you will see the truck go very, very close and actually not get the crush. You see, like that? If that was a ranger, that would already be dead. Not to mention that they're very fast as well. Finally gets one, but again, you see that if that was a ranger, that would have been dead. So yeah, interesting fact there, and actually a bit of a pro tip that the minigunners are harder to kill. So Fargo can continually take in a little bit of pressure here from SiZe. SiZe now expanding to a 3rd supply, but SiZe is faster to get his oil. Bunker there on the left-hand side does go down. Now Fargo will want to think about getting napalm ASAP because, well, another pro tip is that with napalm, your MiGs reload a lot faster. Not only do you get the increased damage, which I think in the game it says 25% extra damage for the napalm, but actually it feels more like at least like 50% or maybe even 100% more. Fargo lost all of his MiGs there, which is an expensive loss, but likewise, SiZe also lost an assault troop crawler. Snowy Drought is such a popular map at the moment, or even over the last few years. Such a well thought up map, really, really decent. I think the reason is because this 3rd supply is generally quite safe-ish. It can still be pushed, but it's also quite safe. If you get yourself on a nice 3 supplies, it's a decent amount of money to be on. And combined with the cheap vehicles, because of the refinery, 10% reduction, plus the oil, it makes for an all-round, generally you find more units out, bigger battles and stuff like that. So yeah, Snowy Drought is probably my... Yeah, is it my favorite map? TNT gets planted there on a supply truck. Cool thing for SiZe there, actually. If you watch Fargo's XP now, you see he got about 50 XP. What SiZe should have done is actually force fired the truck down. Full of the tips today. Just look at me giving away these tips. Force fire the truck down, he won't get the XP for it. You'll actually just kill your own truck, which seems detrimental, but if you stop the enemy getting 50 XP, do lots of little things like that, add up through the game, it can make all the difference. SiZe with a sneaky flamer there on the right side. I don't know if Fargo has seen that. Fargo's got a lot of minigunners out, even another one here, or another couple here, a few tank hunters. SiZe fully established now on his third supply. Both players in strong positions. Fargo does not have the napalm just yet. SiZe does have these two artillery platforms, which is definitely annoying for anything down lower on the ground. It would be nice for SiZe actually to get that as well, because then your outposts and everything and your trucks and whatever are going to heal. I'm going to heal even faster. I think it stacks with this with the speaker tower. I think someone told me if you capture multiple of those, it even stacks as well. Flamer here from SiZe is going to get shut down. It will take one guy down with it, but it does go down. Minigunners here from Fargo going to try and recapture this area, but SiZe is back in the mix with another assault troop quarter. Takes out all of the minigunners. SiZe is trailing behind only slightly in terms of the XP. Yeah, killing that own supply truck would even things up a little bit, actually. Infantry mirrors can get very messy. Can feel like you're not playing the most perfect level of game because you're constantly having to like mix in MiGs. You have infantry kind of everywhere. You're making these expensive assault troop crawlers that sometimes can just get one-shotted by MiGs. Engagements like that when the minigunners start firing up because the minigunners do more damage over time. Yeah, if you run into that, then the enemy minigunners will just outright win. So yeah, infantry mirrors, a bit like air mirrors actually, can often feel very, very messy. You've got units everywhere. Sometimes getting picked off for free by MiGs. Yeah, lots of units on both sides going down. XP still very, very even. Couldn't get more even, actually. These artillery platforms to SiZe still proving to be a big annoyance. Constantly putting out free damage down on Fargo's army down on the lower ground. Nice MiG strike there, but he did lose 2 MiGs for it as well. He did kill quite a lot of infantry there. SiZe really wants to stop this position here from Fargo. He doesn't want Fargo taking this. Fargo is taking that one, though. Fargo now mixed in a Lotus. Still no napalm for Fargo. I do think that's a big mistake. Because the MiGs can be used a lot more often. I've got so many assault troop crawlers out. I mean, there's 4 just on the screen there, and that's not to mention the ones that we've already seen go down. It's basically a minigunner and MiG war. SiZe with another 2 assault troop crawlers up here. But he might get sandwiched in here between the top of this mountain and Fargo's, but SiZe is coming in with his napalm mix. It's 1 assault troop crawler, but I think that one was empty. Both players are about level 3. SiZe slightly ahead in terms of XP now. Wonder what an assault troop crawler with these minigunner guys inside of it would look like in real life. Can you imagine that thing driving at you with 8 miniguns sticking out of it, mowing down some guys? It would be absolutely crazy. It probably would be anti-everything. It would be anti-air, well, it is anti-air, isn't it? But you think it would be anti-tank as well, with 8 minigunners firing at a tank. In real life, the tank would not be able to withstand that. Surely even the strongest of tanks would not be able to withstand that for very long against a minigun. Wonder what happens if you fired a minigun directly down the tank's nozzle. Does that get stuck and mess with the tank? I don't think you call it a nozzle, actually. Nice carpet there on the oil. Very, very nice. So Fargo with the economic advantage. I think I've actually missed SiZe's artillery and carpet, but I think the artillery has hit there, but that bunker actually did survive. Very, very scrappy so far. But SiZe is still killing minigunners just for free with this up here. And MiG actually survives there. Only just, though. Does he have the MiG armor upgrade? Yes, he does. Because that MiG armor upgrade, it costs 1,000. And okay, it occupies the airfield for a little bit whilst it's building. But if it even saves one MiG, it's paid for itself. Ooh, did you see what happened there? Fired its missiles, but because that went down, it didn't actually land because the missiles already left the MiG and then it went down after. Nice minigun drop here from SiZe. Nuke missile from SiZe, of course. He loves a good nuke. He's actually building 2 nukes. Oh, is that going to come back to bite him again like that time he played Boyka and built 10 nukes? As tanking in one game on liquid gold. Do you remember that? SiZe nuked himself to death. This is a nice Lotus, and he's actually got the airfield there of Fargo. But SiZe is just going to sell it. Yeah, so Fargo's on a bit of a timer now because of this obvious nuke on the battlefield. There's another nuke. The problem is that SiZe has sank 10k into that. And sinking 10k into super weapons on this map, when Fargo's about to have his oil and his refinery back, he's going to be able to produce these assault troop. Well, that's probably why there's more assault troop crawlers, actually, because he's got the 10% reduction. They're actually only costing, like, what, 2,160 or something like that, as compared to 2,400, so slightly cheaper. It's just a bit more expensive than an Overlord. Fargo mined out here, but he lost his trucks. Anyway, here comes a carpet bomb actually from SiZe. SiZe's done his CC on this side, so the carpet bomb approaches from that side. I do think that's a good idea, actually, to put your CC on one of the sides of the map so your carpet bomb approaches from a different angle. Because if it comes just head on, your army's probably going to be there to intercept it. But if it comes from an angle, it's probably got more chance of getting into the base. So many MiGs and so many miniguns have died during the making of this replay. It's absolutely crazy. SiZe is leading the way now in terms of XP by about 300-ish. That MiG does escape, gets one shot off. Guy's losing a lot of minigunners, but these 2 nukes are going to fire very, very soon. Here comes some more MiGs from SiZe. One MiG does go down, takes out an outpost with it though. SiZe is trying to recapture this. He's trying to also focus it down, but meanwhile getting butchered by everything here. So I think SiZe should have retargeted there. Fargo does not have the subliminal meshing upgrade despite having the prop. That's a mistake. I think it doubles the heal rate. SiZe's got a flamer up at the top, so he's not needed the support powers on the oil and the refinery because he's just got the flamer here. Flamer survives very, very low, but this is where SiZe is going to feel some pain because he doesn't have many units out now because he sank money into nukes, 10k on nukes. Here comes a carpet bomb. I think what would have been a nice balance from SiZe is actually just to do 1 nuke, and then you can balance it between having a nuke, putting Fargo on a timer, but not over-investing into 2 nukes. I think that's just a little bit too much. That's what I thought, and already SiZe is feeling the pain for it. He does have 6-point-something K though, so maybe he's just not spending his money, and that's why he's taking a bit of damage here. Here comes the artillery across the map from big SiZe. And it is going to be on this top left position. Probably kill these 2 trucks. Annoying for Fargo because only 1k left. So it's barely worth making another truck. I mean, it still is worth making that 1 truck because it'll pay for itself and then earn you 450 extra, but This is an annoying amount. It's not very economical, is it? SiZe. He just looks like he's outright going to lose here. Here comes the carpet bomb again from an angle, like I said before, but he kills his own assault troop crawler there. A lot of stuff did die. Here comes a Lotus as well, and that's going to capture SiZe's CC. Minigunners in the base of Fargo. We're going to see a base raid situation here. That MiG is going to go down, and the SiZe is going to capture the CC of Fargo. Fargo there quick with the cell. SiZe is going to lose a power plant though. Luckily for him, he still has enough power for the nukes, but he's also going to have one of the nukes captured. So already, if that gets captured or forced as a cell, then it's not worth building and being 10k down for all that time. Surprise SiZe doesn't learn his lesson. Like, just, you can still do the nukes, just get less. I think Fargo is going to lose his prop. He does lose his prop. SiZe is going to sell that and get an extra 1k from the cell. Here's another minigunner for Fargo still in SiZe's base, and there is a Lotus going to capture the nuke. So yeah, that nuke was definitely not worth making because you haven't been able to defend it. Yeah, that nuke needs selling. Oh! Okay, one of the missiles hit the power plant. I think SiZe is going to lose the airfield as well because a Lotus for infantry captures so fast. SiZe is trying to hunt Fargo with these two minigunners. Ooh. SiZe didn't need to sell that, I don't think. The flamer was there in time, which actually I'm surprised about. Fargo does have this. I mean, maybe if SiZe hasn't realized, you could sell it and get you $500 back. Yeah, very close game, and I think that other nuke is going to fire, so that one was definitely worth making, but obviously that one, because he didn't have the resources or the money spending ability to defend it, that one was not worth making. Lotus from SiZe. Now, even though Fargo's detected it, it's still a big annoyance, because if it just runs around the CC now, you can just kind of play round around the roundabout. Ooh, a little bit close to confirm. Lotus just goes down. I don't know what SiZe was thinking there, really. Did he just click it and then was looking at his CC? He needs to cancel that. I don't think it'll go down, but just cancel it just in case, surely? Nah, he knows. He knows it won't go down. So now he can finish it from 64% and get his support powers back. That's probably what he's thinking. Yeah, I'm surprised the prop didn't go down, actually. SiZe's nuke is going to fire in 15 seconds. Question is, where do you hit? Because there's not that much left for Fargo. Like, there's not that many good targets. You might actually have to shoot the army there of Fargo. We are going to go on the bird's eye view so we can actually see where the nuke is firing. It's going to go very fast across the map. Pressure is on for me to find the impact, and there it is. Now, remember that video I uploaded called Nuke Resistant Airfields? Even though that nuke hit there, why the hell is that surviving? A nuclear blast on very low. So what did that actually kill? Was it just the power or just the barracks or something was there? This is a very nice game. Very nice. Flamer here is not able to get anything done, but SiZe's CC is getting captured. SiZe is coming in the back with 2 outposts and a flamer. I'm not even sure where he got them 2 outposts from, and maybe he produced it from that war factory before it went down. SiZe is looking like it is maybe in the back. It's got more buildings. Seems to have more units. Fargo seems to have just ran out of ideas. Maybe some support powers can change things. SiZe has finally realized about this power plant, but because Fargo has not sold it, now it's just going to go down. So, yeah, it's giving SiZe even more XP, which is going to help him get to level 5. EMP. Maybe an extra level of artillery or the minigunners, stuff like that. Fargo's still in with a chance with the support powers and a few units. That's exactly what SiZe has got. SiZe obviously just got the nuke, though. See, that nuke didn't have really any impact at all. Like, imagine this game if SiZe didn't spend 10k on super weapons and it's already gone this close. Would SiZe have just already won by now? Because that nuke, one nuke got captured and one nuke didn't do anything. So, yeah. Suppose you do put on the pressure. The game would have played out differently. Fargo probably would have felt less pressure and maybe just camped a little bit more. Airfield there gets taken out by the minigunners. It killed by that one, actually, because you can see the Vet 3 on it. CC now being captured, and SiZe's base is probably going to get flamed to death. Artillery coming in from SiZe. It's level 1 artillery, and I think it's going to be placed here. It might just stop the flamer. I'm not sure if Fargo knows this coming. I don't think he's got the radar ability, so he hasn't got the mini-map, so you can't see this coming. Carpet bomb coming across there. It's going to kill the supply. Artillery does kill the flamer, but there's a couple of units here anyway, so let's take it down. The carpet. What the hell did that even hit? It must have hit the minigunners here. Fargo's base is getting captured. Fargo's CC now being captured. Here comes probably a mine drop or an EMP. Here comes a minigunner drop. It has to be a minigunner drop. Always mines. Fargo has cash for a dozer. He's building a barracks over here. You don't want to let the CC get captured. No way. No, you don't want to do that. That's probably just one size of the game because he's losing his base. Now he's got a CC on the other side of the map all of a sudden. He has a dozer in the corner there, actually. Nuke needs to be probably sold. I don't think SiZe can save that anymore. Fargo literally just has a dozer over here on this left-hand side. He's got this bunker here. He has the 2 artillery platforms. Might be useful for saving this dozer. SiZe definitely should think about selling these now and get the extra bit of cash. Yeah, he is doing. It looked a little bit weird there because it was disabled with the EMP. Yeah, nice. Gets the money back. Now, SiZe's got 5.3k. He's got a dozer there. He's got a CC here. That's actually Fargo's mines, but if Fargo could capture it back. SiZe now building a supply. I don't even know. Like, Fargo's got a scaffold of a barracks. He needs to get a CC though, but he doesn't have enough money for that. Unless SiZe gives a free CC here. Like the support powers is a good way of winning this. I don't think. What's SiZe gonna build with that? Surely just a bunker here, just to keep Fargo out. Like, what are you gonna build with this? You can't afford an outpost unless you start selling some stuff. You'd sell this GAT maybe. 600 back. You'd sell your CC, sell your power, could sell your barracks. He doesn't have enough cash, so what is he thinking? He's just invested so much money in the supply and into that. What is he thinking? Watch, his money's just stuck on 655. Fargo loses a scaffold. Here's another scaffold, and Fargo is building a barracks in the top left. Needs to cancel that one to stay in the game any longer. SiZe's CC is going to get captured. You just want to sell that, man. You're just going to give him a veteran tank hunter or let him have the capture. You don't want to do that. Yeah, this is a huge mistake from SiZe. I don't know what he's building a war factory for. SiZe, what are you doing, man? Are you just going to let him have a CC? Okay, he sells it. He's thinking about the minigunner job. That's what he's thinking. Here comes the ECM. SiZe's CC is sold. So now you have to sell this war factory to build a CC. What a waste of cash that he got given from the sale of those things down here. SiZe needs a CC. It's more important than getting any unit out now. Is he making an outpost now? I think whatever he makes, to be honest, if he sells this, if he sells a couple of things and gets a CC, or he makes an outpost, he can make an outpost actually and sell a couple of things and get the CC back. But definitely keeping this war factory is useless now because you haven't got enough cash for it. Fargo does have a couple of ECMs. He's run over a minigunner there. Fargo's Doze is going to be harassed here. You see what I mean about this geometry thing? You have to get a direct hit to kill it. CC now being built. He's got himself one outpost out. And the thing for Fargo is he doesn't know that this outpost is here. So by the time they go too close, it's probably going to start firing and probably kill them both. Yeah, that's GG, I think. Well played to SiZe from here because I think actually Fargo opened up with the better build, I think. SiZe always doing that same thing with the War Factory Barracks and straight mix. Fargo had a faster 3 supplies and killed the first outpost, if you remember, in the opening seconds. Fargo, has he got any chance now? I don't think he's got absolutely any chance. He's got a unit in there. You could pull that as well, send it across the map. There's a minigunner waiting for it though, so I don't think it'll escape. Fargo's in there. Fargo's got 1,000. The only way here to win would be to get a CC, but he can't afford a CC. So yeah, I mean, if he had a CC like in the corner, yeah, he's GG. Bit of an anticlimax there. If he had a CC in the corner and did a few minigun drops, did a few mine drops, carpet, artillery, then it would end up in a CC versus CC situation. But because didn't have enough cash, maybe if it was all little tiny mistakes in that, when it's at that high of a level, a tiny little mistake can make all the difference. So if he'd have saved 1k, maybe if he sold his airfield before SiZe captured it, or maybe sold his airfield and sold that power that was inside his base, that's 1,000 right there. That could have won you the game, or at least made it go for another 20 minutes in the CC versus CC battle. I think SiZe's mistakes dropping 10k and nukes in one go. I've seen him lose games like that before. This came very close, but imagine if SiZe didn't make those 2 nukes and he had an extra 10k to play with there, because effectively he played with 93k there, because even though he collected 103k, 1 nuke got captured or forced to sail. Obviously, yeah, he got 2.5k back, you could say, but for a while he was playing without 10k, and the other nuke fired and it also put on the pressure on Fargo, but in terms of actual damage, it didn't really do anything at all. So yeah, be interesting to see how that would have played out differently in an alternate reality if SiZe hadn't invested that 10k, or maybe just the pure pressure just changed the game totally, because Fargo could have just sat back and camped, and maybe that did win SiZe the game. So yeah, you let me know if you would have done the 10k in nukes, or should he have done 5k, or should he have just built even more nukes, or yeah, you let me know your opinion. So GG, I'll play to both players, and see you in the next one.